Okay, I think we're live. Good morning. It is a hot August day, end of August, 8 o'clock, 8:15. It's almost 80 degrees already, and it's humid. It is rough out here. I'm going to try to get this chalk down before they get here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. So, um, we're going to walk over here near the door. And, okay, I'm actually going to turn this around. And yeah, it looks like they do have the curtain thing in front of the door. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what they've done. They put something on the door, it looks like. I can't tell what it is, though. Okay. Oh my goodness, it is so hot out here. I'm going to try to get this bridge down as quickly as possible before all the staff arrive. Early morning chalking here. Morning. you guys up just a little bit here. Probably should have had it back here anyway. Didn't look to see where it was. Sorry about that. He came in to unlock everything. Here comes a whole bunch more of them. They will probably go in the side door since I'm right here. But that's okay. Oh, no, they're not. That's interesting.
Have to do a reservation.
Good morning. Hey, Desiree. Morning. Hey, how's it going? Do you see that? Do you see my chalk get all smudged? That means she read it. That means she read it. Or he. I guess I didn't see who actually smudged this. I'll have to go back and look. Okay, let me get my, I wanted to get that down before they got here. Let me get my chat up here. See who's come in now. Morning. You're fine. Yeah. Man, I got that down as fast as I could. Got my heart pumping. A little chalker size this morning. Hey there, Joe. How's it going? Funny seeing his shadow trying to. Oh, that's so. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I would have had the camera back here. The first half of that. I was just so intent on trying to get the chalk down. Okay. And now I am dripping. It is so hot out here. It is. It may look like a lovely morning. It is way too warm out here, and I got to get out of the sun. I want to get the rest of this down though, and then I'm gonna stay here while they all come in, and then I'll get out of the sun eventually. Okay. It looks like I've chalked indoors. That is funny. I can't 100% tell, but I kind of think they've blacked out the windows a little bit up top. I don't think they have on the bottom, but I think the top is. I'll have to watch it when they open the door again to see if I can see the inside of the door. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and just put subscriber mode on, just to keep the trolls out today. Okay. I'm gonna highlight this. I love that they tried to get rid of this. It's so funny. It's funny when they don't keep their TRs in and end up reacting with their bank. Okay, Xenu. Get some Xenu down. It's funny they scraped this one. They didn't scrape any of these, but they scraped the Xenu and the never written over there, which means they're reading it, right? I'll have to go back and see who did it because I was not paying attention. I was looking at Desiree and saying hi to her. Okay, so Xenu and stations. Oh my goodness, I am dripping sweat already, guys. It is so warm out here. Oh, so it was I went back and looked at the footage on my other phone. It was the first woman with the mask on, and she didn't look at it. She just used her foot and slid her foot across it. That's funny. It was a lady going in with the dark hair, yep, blue top and black face mask that walked over. Yeah, yeah, she like one of the Sea Org walks over and slides her foot across the Xenu, and then slides her foot across the never written when she came in. I don't think she read it though. I was thinking, oh, she had to have read it to do that, but I don't think she did. I think she just used her foot like this.
Yeah, that black car full of five staff. They came in through the Grand Street entrance to avoid the SD talking in the car.
Yeah, I was wondering if you stood just on that side,
Yeah.
if they won't go in that way. I'll back up a little bit so I'm not right up in their business. I think we're just doing staff entering today. It is just so hot out that it's just, I don't know if we can stay out here very long today. I'll get a little bit of chalk down and after the staff arrive on different shaded areas, but then I think we're gonna not be here for very long. Mm. Good morning. Hope you guys stay cool today. It's hot out here. He actually smiled. Oh, this is the first time catching mice. So welcome in. Welcome to me live. Oh yeah, yeah. Did you watch the chalking from last week? That was fun. It was really fun having Natalie here. I hope she gets to do that at more places. Well, that heavy bike over there definitely kept them going in this door, but I think he moved again across the street. So if any more of them come in, they'll probably go in the other door. I am burning up though. They've completely milled up this street right here in front of the org. They're laying new asphalt, I guess. They have emergency no parking signs all across or all along this way. Let's see. So, who all have we seen? That was four, five, six. I mean, Mike saw probably another five or so. I think that's only half who usually comes in. So, I'm gonna walk over to the alleyway. I'm leaving the camera though, so it stays looking at the chalk. I'm just gonna peek. Yeah, nobody in the alleyway. Yeah, it'd be really nice to get a few more people out here. There's just too many doors to this place. It was nice having four people last week with Natalie here, and then Casey Cat was able to come out. What time is it here? It is 8:34 right now. Ooh, a little bit of a breeze decided to. I would not mind more of a breeze or of a breezy beach. It's fine with me. 2:34 here in the UK. Nice. It is really interesting though that woman specifically scraped the two in theta messages. None of the actual uh, hopscotch, none of the actual OT levels, but she scraped off the Xenu and the never written. Hey there, Ophelia. How's it going? Thank you. I just wonder what they're actually doing in there. I do too. I really wonder what they're actually doing in there. You know, the Sea Org member that I talked the longest to, I mean, granted, she could totally have been lying to me about this, so I don't know if this is really true, but she talked about like having like not meetings, yeah, meetings with parishioners, like people who were going to be coming in for different things. So she'd have like a phone meeting, or she'd have an in-person meeting. So she talked about like having these meetings scheduled, because she's one of the first people you interact with before you start courses and stuff. Hey there, Rika. Good morning. I think she might have noticed it walking towards the chalk and then looked up as if she did it by accident. I think. Oh, she definitely meant it. She went over to the Xenu on purpose. I know that one for like I went back. I rewound. I rewound the tape, guys. I went back and saw she walked over to the Xenu on purpose and slid her foot across it. Again, her TRs were out there or something. No, I don't know. I guess she was trying to confront and shatter suppression. That's part of their training, right? It was awesome seeing your convo with Matt and seeing all protest. Yeah, the protesting last week was so much fun. Yeah, and Natalie really surprised me when she said she was coming to Kansas City to protest with us. That was that was a really pleasant surprise. We all really enjoyed that, and just like between the two times, so we protested in the morning, and then we took a little bit of a break, and then we protested in the afternoon. And the break that we took, it was just really cool to like chat and uh, whatnot. So yeah, that was really fun. Um, we got donuts and ice cream. Well, Natalie got donuts, and then we all got ice cream. The donut shop we went to was like sold out of most of their fancy donuts. They had like a run on donuts that morning. Um, it was cool. You could tell she loves seeing you guys. Yeah. Oh, Natalie's very genuine. Yeah. She's she's a very genuine person. Has the cult ever tried to harass, etc.? Just curious. I don't know what you mean by harass. Like anything that you've seen on video is pretty much anything that they've done. I haven't had anything happen to me in my personal life or anything. Like don't have anything. There's nothing that's been mailed to me or anybody in my family. I haven't gotten weird phone calls. Nothing like that. So as far as I know, they don't have my phone number or address, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, Joe, that's awful. Ugh, pain is the worst. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I have chest. Good grief. That sounds horrific. I've known two people in my life who have come into contact with a hot wire. One of them went into a short coma and lost a lot of her functionality. She had to relearn a whole bunch of stuff afterwards, and some of her motor skills. But she ended up recovering, like fully recovering, after months of therapy, like physical and having to redo like math skills and stuff like that. And the other one uh, just blacked out for a second, came to and was fine. But oh my goodness, having coming into contact with electricity is not good. We are not supposed to do that. So yeah, ouch. Yeah, yeah, it can really, it can do a number on you. Yeah, the one person I knew had like burn marks on her fingers and toes. The one that went into a short coma. And it stopped her heart. Like they had to do CPR on her and then when the ambulance got there, they had to um, shock her to get her heart to start again. Yeah, ouch. Well, I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad you're recovering. I am sorry about the pain though. Wish I had superpowers. Oh gosh. If you'd come in contact with that spider at the same time, that probably would have helped. That radioactive spider and an electricity combo, or I guess there is who's the Spider-Man villain that does the electricity thing? I guess all he came into contact with was electricity. Oh my god, the sun has gone behind a cloud, and it's amazing. If that cloud would just stay there, I would be happy. It looks like Mike moved to adjust for the staff member that's coming in to see if he'll come this way instead of going to the other door. It's funny. Way to pivot there, Mike. Oh my goodness, I am still just dripping, guys. Whew, I'm burning up. Okay, if that cloud coverage would stay though, I would be a happy camper. Good morning. Your doubts are valid. You can leave anytime. Lot, lot of people have come out and have told their stories. There's a foundation. There's actually two foundations that are ready to help for when you're ready to leave. The SPTV Foundation and the aftermath. Here comes a few more. And Natalie said that she thinks that these are all dressed like Sea Org. I actually made the assumption that these were all staff, but she thinks that these are still all Sea Org. I don't know why, but I just assume this woman is staff because of, I don't know why. I don't know why I assume that she's staff, but I do. Good morning. Your doubts are valid. You can leave anytime. It's okay to look. I didn't actually end up writing Bridge to Total Bankruptcy because I get interrupted by staff coming in, and then I forgot. Locked out. He had to listen. Yeah, it's about 10 till 9, and 9 is when the org opens. So we assume they have muster at 9. Oh, here comes another. We'll probably go in that side door though, since Mike is over across the way, which is okay. Can't get them all. Hey, Fluffer. Oh, here comes a few more too. Do I recognize that woman? I definitely recognize the guy. Good morning. Your your doubts are valid. You can leave anytime. There's a whole community out here willing to help you. He actually nodded at me. There's a leaf blower over here that's blowing a whole bunch of dirt into the air. I am going to be able to not breathe here shortly. Man, it is just a cloud behind me. Cloud of dirt and street yuck. So yeah, so I recognize this guy, but not this woman. I don't know who she is. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, I didn't recognize her. I don't know where she came from. I wasn't looking behind me with the dust cloud. I wonder if she parked in the alleyway. I'm gonna check really quick. See if I reckon or see a car that I don't recognize. No, but somebody knocked over their uh, cigarette trash can. I think he's unlocking the door officially. Oh no, he's locking it. Oh, I guess it's still 8 minutes till open. Oh, here come a few more. These all come in so late. I wonder why that is. Like, why is it that some of the Sea Org get here at like 8:20, and then some of them just saunter in at 7 till. Like, what is the difference? Oh, they had to get the States guy over here to get the door unlocked. I don't know if can you guys see through that door? Yeah. They're having the States guy crouched down right there trying to get the door unlocked. Hey there, Matt. How's it going? It is. It's really interesting, huh? Good morning. Your doubts are valid. There's a whole community out here. If you're ready to leave, you can leave anytime. There he goes. He got it unlocked. Well done. Good morning. It's already unlocked. I'm going to try to get my bridge to total bankruptcy down before this next batch comes. Bridge to total Get out of his way. That piece of cheese on the ground here with an ant line. Good morning. I think it's unlocked. I think it's unlocked already. Man, they all have keys though, huh? Just about every single one of those groups had a person with a key. The bridge to total depression. Yep. Have I missed the 500 celebration? Congratulations on reaching. Oh, did I hit? Did I hit 500? I did. Look at that. 524 is what mine says. Wow. Fun times. Woohoo. My teeny tiny little channel is growing up so fast. Okay, they have different people right now coming in. I have now spotted 3 individuals that I am not familiar with. This is the third one. I'll have to ask Mike if he recognizes them. Huh. He decided not the one across the street is auditing Scientology, but the other guy decided to go back to his vehicle for some reason. Did he forget something? Did he see us and go, oh shit, what am I supposed to do? Now I need to call and ask. Well, thanks everyone. Yeah, thanks for the congratulations. Thanks, MD Media, Matt. Appreciate it. Zephyr. Zephyr, you sent me a funny uh, milestone a few days ago when I hit, what was it, 420 a couple weeks ago, I guess. That was fun that you caught that. You were able to screen cap it. Yeah. Yeah, that was too funny. I complained about the leftover chalk one of the last times I was out here, maybe, but just last time I was out here, about the gray, the black, and the purple that I can't use because it doesn't show up well on this sidewalk. And Fluffer went and did a gray, black, and purple. Was it a painting or a drawing? It was really cool. And I don't remember which paint and ponder it was in, but it was, I screen capped it. It was really cool. Part of me wants to try to duplicate it on the sidewalk, but I don't think I can do that. I think I would fail miserably. Good morning. She is she's not happy with me. She's one of the ones that was out there passing out the literature at the Crossroads First Fridays when Free Xenu Project was out here with us. And she was getting so frustrated with us. So she is not happy. See, you say that, Joe. I do not have artistic painting skills. And second, I don't have paints. I'd have to go out and buy some stuff. I think I barely have markers because when I made my sign, I went through and looking for like all of my Sharpies because I used to have a whole bunch of colored Sharpies, and most of them were like dried up or you know barely worked, and so I only had a few of the colors to work with. I know. I'm just not artistic. It is. Yes, it is. I'm aware that I can make an appearance on the paint and ponder. Maybe I can just do the ponder part, huh? Just hang out and ponder. Although we have talked about doing a digital thing, huh? Where I use my iPad. Oh, well, thank you, James. It's very sweet. I appreciate that. Hashtag praise the news. Oh, gosh. Okay, the org is, I think, officially open. I think it opens at 9 o'clock. Um, I'm not sure when courses start, but we think maybe 9:30. Sorry for the yawning, guys. Thanks, Joe. I uh, I do what I can. I know I I'm aware of my skill set, and I can use it to the best of my abilities. So, oh no, the cloud went away, and the sun has come back out. Although I think I'm actually going to be in the shade here in a few minutes. The building is slowly creeping over on me. Man, that cloud coverage was so nice. Well, thank you there, Corn Freak. It's good to see ya. Thanks for popping in. It's so funny how some people won't walk over the chalk. What's the name of the other protester with you again? Oh, you guys can see his reflection in the window. That's funny. It's at Auditing Scientology is his channel. At Auditing Scientology. Yeah, he does some great little clips and stuff too. So like if you go over to just not his live, but his video section on his channel, he clips little things and like he'll splice things together. So like if he has better audio and I have better video of a situation, to like cut those together so that, oh, excuse me, sorry for the yawning, so that you get like the whole scope of what's going on. So yeah, at auditing Scientology, and he's on SBTV.space, so he'll he should pop up. In fact, it looks like we are the only two currently live. Is auditing and me. Okay, man, I've got to step into the shade. This is rough. It is rough in the sun. At least there's a little bit of shade now with the building. Man, I am so glad I have a phone that's fully working now. Not only does the battery not discharge super fast, the back camera isn't wobbly, the the screen is clear so I can see everything well. So, oh my goodness, it's so nice to have a functioning phone to stream with. I think last week was the first week I used this one, and oh my goodness, it's so much nicer than the other two that I had tried. Shout out to my brother for letting me have his old phone when he upgraded. There's a little bit of a breeze going right now. Standing in the shade with a little bit of a breeze. It's it's bearable. It's still not great because oh my goodness, it's still so humid out here. Let's see. Yeah, it's 9:09 in the morning, and it's already 80 degrees. Today's high is 93. I think the heat index is higher than that. So not going to be doing a ton of anything extra today. No extra chalking, or I was thinking about chalking in some of the shady areas, but it's already heating up way too fast. How many went in so far? Ooh, that is a good question. Let's see. I had originally counted like 10. So then we got another group of 3. So 13, 14. So maybe just under 20 have gone in so far. And I I think muster's already. I mean, I think muster's now. So I don't know if we'll get any more. I mean, we may get some stragglers staff who don't have to be at muster. It's funny that you greet them and are so nice while they're walking over the bridge to total bankruptcy. Yeah. Oh gosh. Have you had much rain there? So what night was it? Tuesday. It poured. I don't know how long or how much. I didn't look at like the accumulation. Sorry for the yawning, guys. Apparently my yawn tech is strong today. But I didn't look at the accumulation. But it poured. It poured on Tuesday evening, and there was a really crazy lightning storm that night too. Like you could see the detail of the lightning, like start to form, and then spread across the sky. It was really cool. You can walk on it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, but it's just chalk. Casey got me some new chalk though, so I got all my colors back again this week. Got that really, really bright or bold, I guess, that bold pink that almost looks red, and that really nice green that I used on bankruptcy. I think I only threw in the light yellow though. Hey there, A girl. Lexianne, welcome. Let's see who else is coming that I've missed. El Sarmento. I think I actually read your message and then didn't realize that was you. Welcome, welcome. I think we're having crossover weather. We're having early spring and you're ending summer. We are ending summer, yes. And I have mixed feelings about it. I love autumn. I love autumn. I love when the weather changes and the leaves fall and the smell in the air. Like I love autumn. I love when it starts to just slightly get colder, but not like, winter cold. And then I like the first snow of winter, but then once that's done, I'm kind of done with winter. Like, nope, yeah, first snow, beautiful, wonderful. Coats everything in white, looks really cool. If you're in school, you get a day off of school, or maybe even a couple of days if we don't have much snow. And then I'm done. I'm done with winter. I'm like, okay, we got the snow. Let's have spring again. But no, it has to hang on for another 2 months. Oh, autumn leaves fall off the trees, yellow, gold, and brown, and when the leaves come falling down, they tumble round and round. That's cute. Did you just make that up, or is that a poem or something? I'm looking forward to leaf and snow tech. Yeah, I'm not sure about the snow tech out here, guys. I don't know if I can do snow tech. I don't. I am not a get out when it's frigid cold type of a woman. But autumn will be fantastic. Autumn will be just the best to come out and protest. We could probably stay for hours once once it cools off. And I need coffee tech. I need coffee tech too. I will definitely be getting an iced coffee after this. It is just so hot out here. We were taught that in primary school. Did I just read that? I don't know if I just read that. Nice. Good morning. Wow, those were too public. I do not recognize. I'll have to go back and look at the footage of that. I was reading the chat. Imagine how many paint and ponders Flipper can do in winter. They'll be wrapped up. Yeah. That was a lovely big smile from that guy. Was it? I missed it because I was reading chat and I looked up when I said good morning, and I think he was already turning back. I'm also not incredibly visually acute. Like my visual acuity is low, so I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but I I don't have great peripheral. I don't notice when people are about to walk right over me when I'm talking. Mike has taken it upon himself to give me verbal cues occasionally. Behind you. It's also why I purposely do not come out here by myself. I do not trust myself to be able to be cognitively aware of my surroundings. So I am I am not good at that for some reason. Ooh, that's cool. Paralyzed to paralyze. Pulls the curtain back on the e-meter. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, everyone go over to their channel and check that out. That's cool. I'm as observant as a blind dog leading a blind man in the dark. Yeah, I'm probably right up there with you, James. It's pretty bad. I am like the opposite of Sherlock Holmes. My powers of observation are in the negative. And I wish they were. I wish they were like Sherlock Holmes. That would be awesome to have incredibly keen sense of visual awareness. I would I just don't. And I am not offended at all, by the way, on self promotion in my chat. Just as long as it's about Scientology, and fighting Scientology or revealing stuff about Scientology, uh, self promotion in my chat is a okay. I was in security. Okay, I actually don't know what HMV means, so I watch everything. Oh, see, I wish I had that. The whole that was a movie from a long time ago. But like the whole like Jason Bourne, where he just like knows exactly what's going on around him. Who's wearing what and has what hat on, and like I wish I had that. I do. I absolutely do not. I could meet somebody, have an entire conversation with them, walk away. You can ask me, hey, what color of shirt are they wearing? And I'd go, uh, I blue, maybe. That comes from PTSD, being hyper vigilant. Huh. Oh, it's a music shop. Oh, okay. His master's voice. It's a big music store. I don't recognize it, but that does not mean anything. As we've just been discussing, my powers of observation are so low. Uh, okay, fortunately, I do not have color blindness. So, um, at least that I'm aware of, I guess. I seem to be able to make out color pretty well. So I am in a field, website development that kind of needs to know their colors palette, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at the color palette stuff. So, and I don't mean like I'm good at making colors, like blending colors and making visually aesthetic things. I mean, I know when two colors are I'm not explaining this well. I know my colors well. And seeing two colors that are close to each other on a screen, I could be like, oh no, they're two different colors. I'm the opposite. I notice all the small details. Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm sure it's a blessing and a curse. There are pros and cons to both sides of it. It's literally for survival. Be aware, stay alive. Yeah, yeah, and I think a lot of that for me has to do with probably my upbringing. I was brought up in a very safe environment. I never I never felt that was a loud truck. I never felt insecure. I never felt unsafe. So I didn't have to be aware of my surroundings because the adults in my life were aware of them for me. I was just a little la di da di da di da little girl. My grandpa was colorblind and couldn't swim and was a police sergeant. That's interesting. Yes, exactly, James. I think I've actually said that within the last week, that within a zombie apocalypse, I would get eaten first. 100%. I would not survive a zombie apocalypse. Hugs to your wonderful. Yes, I did. I was very blessed. I have two incredible parents. Um, yeah, I was gifted a very safe family. My friends always made fun of me though growing up because my dad was very security conscious. I mean, he's always been that way, so he hasn't changed. He's very security conscious. So like our front door had two different key locks in it. So like you had to unlock both key lock, like, and they were two separate keys. Yeah, they were two separate keys. So they were keyed differently to get in and out of, like, even I think even like out of our house, out the front door. Um, but most of the time we'd come in and out the garage, like because we had like one of those code things in the garage. But if you were going in and out the front door, you had to unlock two separate keyed locks. And so my friends called our house Fort Knox growing up. Because most of my friends, their parents would just like leave their house unlocked all the time because we lived in like a pretty safe neighborhood. Like it wasn't like a, an unsafe place to live. But my dad was just super security conscious. Good morning. So it was wow, Sciento saying good morning. It was pretty funny. No, because when you are so lovely, others want to keep you safe. I'm sure people would be there in a moment to keep you from being zombie kibble. I don't know. I don't know if I'm if I'm worth the risk. I hope this chat is keeping you going. Actually, being in the shade now has definitely it's helped. It's helped. Now that I'm in the shade, I'm doing better. And there's a little bit of a breeze. There's no way I'm talking anymore. I could, I barely I'm barely moving, and I'm like I barely move and I start sweating. Allie, can I congratulate you on your clever infiltration of the org before you protested? Valuable stuff. Love your interview with Matt. Thank you. Yeah. I don't really. I mean, I guess infiltration is probably a correct word. I didn't mean for it to be an infiltration, and I actually didn't even mean for it to be one of those things where I was gleaning info to share with anyone. I stumbled upon the Chicago org opening info. Like that was a complete accident that I saw the Chicago org. I mean, they just had it at their reception desk, so it wasn't like I saw some secret information. It was literally just sitting at their reception desk, and I said, "Hey, can I have one of these?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." So, um, but yeah, the conversations that I had with some of the Sea Org is really interesting. I'm I'm going back through uh, some of the other conversations, and I'm gonna clip a few more. So you're gonna get some more here soon, next week sometime. In a zombie apocalypse, I will eat loads of garlic and spiced food, so when I'm eaten, the rest of you will smell. I guess that's one way. That's one way to do it. So, okay, and what kind of zombies are these? Because if they're the slow walking, you know, stupid zombies, I could possibly get away from those. I mean, I might be able to handle the slow, stupid ones. It's the runners and the fast moving ones that are. I just don't think I'd survive. I remember in the 80s you would just leave the doors unlocked. Not now though. Yeah. Yeah, even in the 80s our house was Fort Knox. My dad kept everything just locked down. And we had these, they were like security doors where you could unlock the inside and go out of the house, but if the door closed behind you, you could not get back in. it was locked still from the outside. You had to flip this little like button to purposefully unlock the door so that you could get back into the house. Um, no idea what the reason for that functionality was. Like, I don't know if that was like a somebody's attacking the house and I need to go out with my, you know, shotgun and handle it, but I don't, I don't want them to get back into my family kind of a situation or what. So I need to get out of the house, but I want the house to stay locked. I have no idea. Uh, but yeah, those are the style of doors that we had growing up. And I didn't think it was weird. All my friends did. I didn't because I grew up with it. It was my normal. That hello is 1-1 covert hostility at its finest. Really? The hello that that last woman just gave me? I'm so glad you shared it. It was so interesting how that Sea Org answered your difficult scenarios. We had those doors in a flat in the 80s. I locked myself out a few times. Yeah, yeah, as you do. I mean, when you grow up with something like that, it becomes second nature. When you like go to play out in the backyard or something, you'll like flip the switch really quick. It's just like, oh, that's just habit to flip that switch. I haven't seen a Auditing for a while. I think this guy's coming in for something at the org, and they can't park along here right now. It's all no parking at the moment. My mom was the same way with the multiple locks. My friends thought it was weird too. Hashtag we're not weird. They're weird. Oh gosh. Yeah. I was gonna go look in the alleyway to see if they had cleaned up the cigarette butts from last time that I marked. So I'll check that before we head out. I want to figure out where Auditing went though. Does anyone have his stream up? I do not see him. Auditing is in the shade by car park. Oh, okay, not the car park behind you, the one over the road. Okay, I still don't see him. That's good to know. We had front door key on a string on inside of door. You can pull it out through the letterbox. Everyone did that. I'm sure burglars had that sussed. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Oh, by the crosswalk. Okay. Huh. He must just be like right out of my view. Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah. Just say he must be just like right out of my visual. And he was. He was just right around the corner. Did somebody say something to him? He peeked around the corner like, "Are you looking for me?" Hey there, Kathy. Welcome in. So I'm wondering, course must not start right at 9:30 because this woman behind me. Let's see if I can. I don't know if you can see her or not. Can you see her? No, you may be able to see her backpack. Like, this is weird to do, like backwards. She's right. She's right in there somewhere. Uh, that's not doing it well. Anyway, right behind me. And I think she goes in for course. So I don't think course starts at right at 9:30. How you doing?
Okay, I guess.
It's warm out here. I'm not gonna chalk anymore. It's too much work. I mean, it's like I work up too much of a sweat even just doing a little bit. I was thinking about doing some chalk on the other corners, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't think I can.
Yeah, maybe on the other side of Grand over there in the shade, but I'll look
Yeah.
over.
What time does course start? Well, figured I'd try. I was gonna check the alleyway to see if they'd cleaned up those cigarette butts. I kind of don't think so.
Not seen Stalker this morning, so
No.
who knows? Maybe he's working somewhere waiting for us.
No, it doesn't really look like they cleaned up anything.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a little bit.
When did you see the cigarette butts?
Oh yeah, no, they've definitely cleaned them up. Look at that, guys. Hey, look, they cleaned up all the cigarette butts that were right here in this alleyway and underneath this area.
Since earlier this morning or since last
Oh,
week?
since last time we were here, I shaved them with a "Way to Happiness" quote or title about keeping your environment clean,
Yeah.
and I circled all the cigarette butts all the way down.
Nice breeze coming up.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Cigarette butts. It looks like they cleaned it up since last week.
It was a mess. You should go back and look at mine. It was a mess.
Shaved them and cleaned them, cleaning up their mess.
Hey, putting the sign out. Man, they were just waiting, weren't they? Waiting to be able to do that. Good morning. Did you see Diana running back in? She just put the sign out.
No, I didn't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she just snuck it out while we were in the alleyway. That's funny. That means she's. I mean, I know she can see these cameras because I've seen her setup. So she can see these cameras here. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should have stayed here
Ah.
and guard the spot.
I'm thinking maybe stay a little after 10 and then if I mean if we want to sit for a while, I don't mind sitting. I'm just I just can't move around much today. It is too humid.
Yeah, it's supposed to get a lot nicer this weekend, but
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah. Or be like last week. Last week was fabulous when Natalie was here. Which I mean, if I could choose it a week for her to have come on, that was perfect.
Okay, so 9:41.
Yeah,
And
course
we
most.
saw what, maybe, yeah, well, I saw a couple, maybe three.
I would say there's been 4 public who have gone in so far, and I didn't recognize the first 2. I'll have to go back and look at the footage.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
And I didn't recognize some of the Sea Org. There were some new faces.
Yeah. Well, there was a staff member and what looked like a Sea Org came out of that side when I was over there. Yeah, Martin drove off, but I didn't recognize the Sea Org member. Did not look familiar. So, would they be sending in other Sea Org to whip them into shape?
Yeah, possibly.
I wonder how Elizabeth could get away with only spending like 6 or 7 hours a day down at the org.
Yeah, I don't know either. Although, somebody was telling me that director of special affairs are your PR people also. So they're out in the community, like interacting with people.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't know. I thought he was the official spokesman and the head of OSA, or the OSA contact.
mm-hmm.
And I think his lines of authority bypass the executive director and go to some OSA office.
Right, but like they have the flexibility or privilege to be able to go out and do other things outside of the org. Well, if that breeze is going to stay in the alleyway, I may be able to chalk a little bit in there. And I can
I'll protect your
chalk out here.
off here.
Okay. Okay. We'll chalk back here a little bit before the sun pops over that building. Oh, we did clean up though back here. It's kind of cool. I had cause over whatever, however you say that. Scientologies. I'll do the your doubts are valid. I don't know why, but I really like that one. Well, welcome in, guys. Greg. Welcome, Old Fizz. Ooh, hey, Scientology up north. In Denmark, the OSA is DK org is also public spokesperson. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, somebody else is telling me that. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, the wind back here is fantastic. I hope it doesn't blow my camera over though. Maybe I should lower it a little bit. But man, that breeze is fabulous. Lower this down just a little bit more so that it doesn't blow over. Yeah, thanks for dropping that link, Fluffer. Perfect. Okay, come on. Okay. Your doubts are valid. You can we can be P foundation. Backward. TV. Space. Sit back here for a minute in the shade with the wind. The breeze is so nice. How's everyone doing? We're sitting by the dumpsters again. I'm definitely not going to chalk anymore because I immediately drip sweat 5 minutes later. Zenu is chalking again. Welcome to my life, Rika. Yep, pretty much. Do you want a real friend? Come and chat. Ooh, that is good. Uh, want a real friend? Yeah, want a real friend. That would be good. Want real friends? sptv.space. ASMR for masochists. I know. I'm sorry about the chalk sound, guys. I I don't know how to fix that. It's rough though. Especially back here on this for some reason. This specific area, chalking back here, it's a weird sound. And I do not know how to fix it. Ooh, I'm just having a whole bunch of little flyaways, aren't I? You cannot worry about what you look like when you're out protesting. Looking good while protesting is not a goal. I'm going to add that one to my list. The want real friends. Okay, where is it? There we go. What about like want real friends you can trust? That's the big thing. Oops, the wind just blew that over. I want to go put that back, but I do not want to get in trouble for touching their stuff. I am too afraid. What do you guys think? Should I put it back? I mean, like normal alley, like had normal alley been walking down this alleyway and that had happened, she'd immediately like go and put that back. But knowing that it belongs to them, I I don't know if I want to do that. Leave it. Ah, yeah. That's hard. That's hard to leave it. Oh, thank you. Did you just hear the conversation I was having with myself? um. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just discussing with my chat whether or not to put it back. It belongs to the Scientologists because I'm out here protesting. I'm afraid to touch their stuff. Yeah. So I don't. I yeah. Exactly. So I was like, ah. Thank you. Yeah. No. I'm glad I left it. I mean, he even agreed with me. I said, I wasn't sure what, and he was like, no, good call, good call. You shouldn't touch it. They'd make a big deal about it. So even he knows this is, oops, wrong way. Because can you guys see? Oh no, sorry. This Green Lady Lounge is next door to the org. So he works at the Green Lady Lounge. Real friends, high control, free KRs, understanding judgment. I like that. Yeah, that's what I was saying before that happened. Yeah, the whole yeah the KRs, the whole the snitch culture that goes on inside of there is just crazy. It's just crazy. You can't trust anyone. You cannot trust the people that you, as Aaron was saying the other day, are considered your friends. Well, I'm glad I resisted the urge. I yeah, that was difficult to just leave that there. And I actually could sit here for a while in the shade with the breeze. Like it's not terrible at the moment. There's not going to be a lot going on until later. So the only thing we're doing now is protecting the chalk from being washed away. But I didn't really chalk much today, so there's not going to be a lot of Scientos coming in anymore. Um, I don't want them getting your fingerprints and pulling a Paulette on you. I've actually thought about that a couple of times because I've thrown away uh, some iced coffees into this dumpster back here, and I want it's like, do you worry about that kind of thing, like them grabbing my iced coffee cup back out and pulling my fingerprints off of it? I mean, I was inside their org. Probably, I mean, I know I touched a few things on the reception desk, so I don't know how easy it is to get somebody's fingerprint, though. I think the Paulette Cooper thing was that they actually put paper, like blank paper, in her residency, right? And then they used that blank paper that she had put her fingerprints on and printed stuff on it as though she had printed it and sent it to themselves, if I remember correctly. Donut time. I need to go back to the donutology that we went to last week. It was really cool. Uh, the It was like a van, or maybe it was a train. See, my visual acuity, guys. I think it's a train. was like a train, a car on a train, anyway. Um, but they were sold out of all their really fun donuts. So they had like donut holes left and cinnamon rolls and stuff like that, but all their like super fun ones were gone. I think there's enough chalk tech for it to be noticed. Yeah, I mean, all I chalked today was the bridge to total bankruptcy because it. I wanted to get that down before all the staff started to arrive because I wanted them to see that. Most of the time, the staff don't get to see that part because I don't chalk that until way later, purposely for like the public to see. Uh, so today I was like, I'm gonna get that down before the staff arrive. I'm always covered in sweat and chalk. Yeah, yeah. It's the humidity today though that is so high that I just barely move, and I already have like beads of sweat dripping off of me, and so the moment I start actually like moving around, and then with the humidity being so high, it's harder to breathe. I don't have like asthma like a lot of my family members do, but I also when the humidity gets really high, I can't really take like a full deep breath. I carried a rescue inhaler for a while just in case because so many of my family members have asthma and I've had like trouble taking deep breaths occasionally, but I think it's environmental for me. I don't think it's like um, yeah, I think it's an environmental thing. So I think where I was living at the time was causing me to have breathing issues, and I don't live there anymore, so I don't carry a rescue inhaler anymore. But the higher the humidity, the worse my breathing gets. That Paulette Cooper story was unbelievable. It is though, right? Yeah, that's crazy. I always imagined those buildings would have a distinct smell. Um, you know what? I never, I don't know if I ever noticed a smell inside of the org. It just, I don't know, clean maybe? I mean, it's very, very clean in there. Like, they're constantly cleaning clean. Um, and then maybe a little bit of like a coffee smell because of the cafe. But as we've seen, they use Folgers, so not good coffee. No offense to anyone who drinks Folgers. Yep, they know every dirty trick in the book. Yeah. Joe, the one in Portland had a distinct smell for sure. It's a smell on the outside. Yeah. Yeah, on the outside of the building, it's especially in this alleyway, it's different. Although this alleyway isn't as bad as some of the other alleyways that I've walked down in Kansas City. This one's definitely one of the cleaner alleyways. See Blowdrill's video from yesterday. He talks about them taking people's fingerprints from mails sent to Sea Org members. What? Did you all see Jackson's video? I did not. Oh. So I feel like you're saying it was Gary Jackson Moorhead's video about them taking fingerprints. Okay. Gary Jackson and I are getting together this weekend. I might ask if he'll do a fun interview since everyone loves Jackson. That'd be really cool, Rika. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks for stopping in. Oh yeah, it's 10 o'clock, guys. Go over. Is Natalie streaming already? Go over to Natalie's recap. I mean, you can keep me open in the background if you want to, but oh no, she's not live yet. Is she? Oh yeah, she is. Okay, I just had to refresh the page. Yep, she's live. Yeah, I always hate that I miss her recaps on Thursdays. I mean, I always watch the replay later, but has anyone ever? Okay, so Joe, their dumpster is not this one behind me. Their dumpster is across the street on their property, on in their parking lot. So you would have to get, you'd have to be on their property to jump into that dumpster, or even to open the dumpster. Um, so it's just, to me, it's just not worth the risk of whatever they might try. Um, I have peeked into it before, like standing, because it is technically on like the corner of the property. So I have stood on the sidewalk and leaned way over and like opened the lid and peeked in just to see like if there was anything in there. And there was, I mean, there were like a couple of broken down boxes and some paperwork and stuff. And it was so tempting, but it's like, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. Yeah. If somebody wanted to do that, obviously completely off camera and uh, contact me. You know, if somebody in Kansas City wanted to do that completely off camera, don't, you know, don't say who you are type of thing, and contact me. I would definitely go through it, but I just, I don't want to risk. I know that they would try to pull something. Okay, this alleyway is starting to get sun. Where I've chalked is fully in the sun now. I honestly did not think we were going to stay out here this long. I figured it would be way too hot. My phone's doing this weird little dance. I don't know if you can tell because the gimbal may be overcompensating. No, I think it is. I think you can get a, but the wind's kind of moving it around. Brought my little body Satan with me. He goes protesting with me. Okay, well now the chalk is fully in the sun. I think I'm gonna go back around to the front with Mike. It's gonna start to get hot back here with that sun beaming down on the alleyway, and I'm still technically in the shade over here, but it won't be for much longer. Guess I could see if we could go around to the west side of the building and just put a COB as a squirrel down. I'd like to chalk more, guys, but there's no way I'm chalking over there in the full sunlight. How's it going?
Okay, you ready, Lee?
Yeah, I'm gonna put one little piece down over here on this side, and then yeah, we can head out.
Okay.
Okay.
Neighbor here.
Yes, he is. COB is a squirrel in in the true LRH definition of the word. Here we go. COB is a squirrel. Okay. I think I think that's all she wrote, guys. Literally, that's all she wrote. It's hot out here. Granted, the shade isn't bad and the wind isn't bad, but it's just gonna get hotter and hotter. So I think we're done for the day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. On over to Natalie's. I think she's currently doing her recap. I'll I'll put her in my ear when I'm heading back. Uh, I see Allie's bag. Didn't know Aldi was in the U.S. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see. Yep, my Aldi bag. Yep. Okay. They've seen us have fun. Well, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.